Okay, let's move on to question number 6. Can you share a time when an experiment didn't go as planned and what have you learned from it? Okay, interesting question. An experiment didn't go as planned. Okay, well, there is obviously a lot of incident. I think more than 30. I think maybe close to 50 incident whereby the AI just go rogue. Whether is it photo creation, whether is it animation, but that is another video for another day. But I'll just mention it here. AI is only as good as the operator and the person who created it and the data set that it has already got. So therefore, obviously, there is a lot of experiment that didn't go as planned. Like for example, when we are doing some animation in the past from image, the AI simply couldn't understand sword play example. The prompt there was 2 kids having a sword play, and the AI simply created an animation of swords bending or swords splitting into 3 pieces out of the blue. So those are some of the hiccups and some of the minor quirkiness that you just have to accept it from AI. So obviously, I think that will be quite funny. Another video for another day. Yeah, stay tuned. Okay, now question number 7. Where do you see Aramias in the next year? Any new formats, teams, or platforms? Okay, let's get this one out of the way immediately. I think since we are already now in August, so we are going to talk about a little bit of things that we plan to do in 2026. Some of the new formats would be we will still be creating music videos, but there will be a new playlist. I think the second playlist has already been uploaded. It is more of a gym-based EDM music for those who wants to work out, cardio, Pilates, something like that. So there will be a new playlist. We will also venture into some Q&As and some tutorials, more Q&As and tutorials like the quirkiness that we have come across. And obviously, we want to share with our listener, our subscribers, some of the new things that is happening in the AI music creation world, why we choose one platform over another or one software over another. For example, when it comes to animation, of course, we have tried Hailuo, we have tried Kling, we have tried Magic Light, we have tried so many other animation software, but why did we stick to WaveSpeed AI? And we also tried a lot of music AI, example Suno, AI Music Gen, so on and so forth. But why did we stick on to AImusic.so? So there's obviously reasons why we stick on to one over another. So there will be a lot of Q&A, a lot of pros and cons, a lot of tutorials, a lot of guides. How do you operate and get what you want from the AI platform, AI softwares? All right, stay tuned for the future for next year. Okay, now let's move on to question number 8. What is your number 1 tip for beginners content creator in 2025? Well, I think I will not talk too much about 2025 because since we are almost 3/4 over 2025, but let us just talk about what is my number 1 tip for beginner content creator wanting to start in 2025 and looking forward to 2026. Okay, my single number 1 tip for the beginners is actually start. Just start. Think of what you can do, what you have, what tools do you have at your disposals. different people have different skill sets, so there is no one skill set that one size fits all. Something that works for me may not work for you, so you need to figure it out as you go along. For example, myself, I just take the plunge sometime in June and decided to just dive in head first. I only learned about ChatGPT and DeepSeek sometime in April. I didn't use ChatGPT and DeepSeek extensively because I am always sometimes too proud because I'm like a walking encyclopedia and I read quite a lot. So when it comes to music, I'm a total beginner. I don't know about composing. I don't know about all those musics. So therefore, DeepSeek and ChatGPT actually helped me on my journey to become a music content creator. And coupled with the fact that what I like to do in my free time, that is having Chinese tea, that helped a lot. So if you ask me again, what is my number one tip for beginner? I will say just begin. Just start something. Just start something and let the journey brings you to what your eventual channel will be. You never know until you start. Take the first step. So my advice is, just take the first step. Take the plunge. Try to create something that you like, something that you enjoy doing. There's no point forcing yourself to create things that you don't like. For example, if you like cooking, show the other side of cooking that maybe other people does not see. And if you like bargain hunting, maybe show the other side of bargain hunting, or maybe the other side of price haggling with the vendor. So yeah, my advice is just start, because you don't know where the journey is going to take you. Let the channel brings you to new experience, new knowledge. Yeah, so that's my tip. Right, now question number 9. If your channel is a person, what will be its Tinder profile? Now, okay, well, I personally does not have any Tinder profile. I'm a family man, have married with wife and kids. So therefore, well, anyway, I'll try my best to answer this question. If my channel is a person, I think the Tinder profile that the channel is going to have is definitely a beauty. She will be gorgeous, beautiful, sexy, and possibly she will have a wonderful personality. She knows all the tricks and trades in the whatever her specialty is. She will be a master of all. Able to step out of the kitchen, able to attend high profile functions, events, so on and so forth. Well, overall she'll be a knowledgeable and person with wisdom. I think that would possibly sums up if my channel is a person. Okay, the last of the required question from DeepSeek and ChatGPT. What message would you like to whisper dramatically to your future self at 10,000 subscribers? Now, my message to my future self when I have 10,000 subscribers would be, keep going. Just keep going. Life is a journey of a million steps. So even though right now we are at 1,000 subscribers, I look forward to the day we're reaching 10,000. And when the day we reach 10,000, I look forward to the day we are reaching 100,000, 500,000, or even 1 million subscribers. So life itself is a journey. So do not give up. Just continue walking. You don't know how far you're going to go. Nobody knows in the future. But if you don't start by taking the first steps, you would never reach the 10,000, 100,000, 500,000, or even a million steps. So keep on going and just do what you love, do what you like, and enjoy creating. Right, finally we are here. Now this is a bonus question. Okay, not from ChatGPT, not from DeepSeek. Okay, all right. So apparently the team has decided to make the last question from a totally new AI. So never mind, we are going to take it as it is. So the last question: if 1 million subs is your ultimate target, what is the feeling now with 1,000 subs in gaming terms? Okay, now this is really something that touches my heart because the editing team knows that I'm a passionate gamer. I'm a passionate gamer. Played online games since when I was 20 years old, and I'm now almost 50 years old. So therefore, I've seen my fair share of ups and downs in gaming terms. So they purposely asked me this question. Now, if 1 million subs is my ultimate target, what is the feeling now with 1,000 subs in gaming terms? Now, the feeling now is we are like a noob. Those gamers out there knows what a noob is. So the feeling now is we are just a beginner. There's so many big creators out there. There's so many experienced creators out there, and there's so many younger creators out there. So I don't feel out of place in gaming. In gaming world, I could be 50-year old, but I am just another gamer in the gaming universe. So therefore, right now, even though I'm a noob, it doesn't stop me from going out there and trying to kill a boss or a mini boss. As you all know, in gaming, there will ultimately be a mini boss in a stage or a level, and then there'll be ultimately a bigger boss. So that will not stop me from trying to hit or trying to attack or trying to gain a level by going against something that is bigger, much more stronger. So my aim is to defeat the big boss, the mini boss, and then move on, defeat a bigger boss, and then move on and then defeat a bigger boss. It's like all gaming, RPGs, MMORPGs. So we just have to keep on fighting. Okay, now this is two extra questions. One is courtesy of the editing team. Another one is courtesy of this one is from DeepSeek. Okay, this one is from DeepSeek. All right, so let's go for the DeepSeek one first. What is your caffeine intake in making ambient music, and do you think making ambient music helps you reduce your caffeine intake? Okay, let's talk about caffeine. Now, at this age, my caffeine intake is a minimum of 2 shots of caffeine a day, 2 glasses. So normally, sometimes when the day is hectic, I'll take my 3rd glass, but normally 2 is sufficient for me. So, and making ambient music does not help because I will tend to get sleepy when listening to this music. So therefore, sometimes I will really need my 3rd shot. So does relaxation help me reduce my caffeine intake? No, not necessarily. So I'm still working on some alternative method to reduce my caffeine intake. Okay, now final question from the editing team. How many languages or dialects do I speak and that can I understand? So I believe this is after the close interaction of a couple of months, and the editing team can see that sometimes phone calls come in, I speak in different dialect, I speak in different languages, so therefore they are quite curious. And also, just to make things clear to the rest of the team here, I will say this on record. Now, in Malaysia, normally any Chinese descendant, any person of Chinese descent in Malaysia would minimum speaks 3 languages, that is Malay, English, and Chinese. And of course, when I mention Chinese, I'm referring to the Mandarin dialect. And within Chinese, there's obviously a lot of other dialects within Chinese. So I personally speak or listen to a minimum of 4, if not 5 dialects within Chinese. And I don't want to. I will not go into the details because then the comment section will be full of. But that is not a dialect. That is a language. Yada 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 yada. So I'm not going to get into a linguistic argument with more people who are more experts here. But let me just say, within Chinese, there's a lot of sub-dialects or dialects and sub-dialects. So I personally speak about 5 of them, and I also understand some local dialects, like for instance Kadazan, and some indigenous people's dialects. So yeah, so in total I possibly 5 or 6 languages and dialects.